To another Star Wars figure review. Today we're going to take a look at another figure from the vintage collection and another figure from Jabba's palace. And this time around it's this guy, the very cool Weequay Skiff guard. Now this particular figure is one of my personal favourites from the vintage collection, and I know I say that a lot about most of the figures that I review, but this guy holds a very special place in my heart, and I'll explain why in just a bit. Unfortunately, I don't have the packaging to show you with this guy, as I got him loose from DORKSIDETOYS.com. I will provide a link to their store in the video description. So if you're after any Marvel, G.I. Joe or Star Wars figures, Dorkside Toys is one of your places to go. So as a first glance at the figure, and here's a bit of a history lesson for you in terms of my reasons for liking this figure. Back when I first started collecting and when I first really got hooked on Star Wars, the Weequay Skiff Guards for some bizarre reason were one of my favourite characters, and I think that's partly because in the game Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2, the Weequay play quite a pivotal role in terms of the thugs that you have to take out on several of the missions. You know, there are quite a few of these guys running around and you have to take them out in order to complete the objectives. And I just loved the idea of them as aliens. I just thought they looked absolutely awesome. They were really nicely designed, cool outfits, cool faces, just everything about them was really, really cool. And I went hunting for years, literally years, to get my hands on the Power of the Force Weequay Skiff Guard, which was the only figure of this guy available at the time. And I couldn't find him. And then one day, about 10 years ago, I stumbled upon a little collector's shop in a market and managed to find a loose one, so I grabbed him. But I still wanted, you know, a decent version, which came with all the weapons and what have you. Never found one. Even to this day, I've never found one. The closest I got was picking up an original vintage 1983 version of this guy, which still wasn't the figure that I wanted to get, but these aliens were just awesome to me, and as far as I was concerned, I wanted to own all of them. And now that Hasbro have decided to go back and revisit this guy and give him a modern update, I'm overjoyed. You know, I love this figure. I want 10,000 of them in my collection, and in my opinion, this is just one of those must-have figures that you just need to pick up, if not for personal opinion more than anything else. But I'm sure you'll agree, very, very cool figure, and vital if you're planning to make a Jabba's Palace display. So that's enough about me. Let's take a look at this figure. As I said, fantastic sculpting and detail with this one. The face is absolutely fantastic, as walnut looking as ever. Obviously he's got the ponytail braids there, or the dreadlocks, whatever you want to call them, sculpted onto the back of the head. Detail on the outfit is superb, and the weapon that he comes with is really cool as well. If you saw my 9 number review, then you'll know that the weapons included with that figure were a nice throwback to the Power of the Force 9 numb. In my opinion, it would have been awesome if this guy had come with an E11 blaster, because, as I said, back when I was younger, the idea of Weequay Skiff Guards running around with stormtrooper rifles was just mind-blowing, so that would have been cool to see. But we've got enough E11s in our collections now, I think, to just give one of these guys a blaster if we want to. Force Pike is really well sculpted, however, as is the rest of the figure. And in terms of articulation, he does have a ball jointed neck, ball hinged shoulders, elbows and swivel wrists, swivel waist, swivel hips, ball hinged knees and ball hinged ankles. So he's as super articulated as you would expect, and once again, superb figure, absolutely awesome. Really, really love this guy. Great upgrade. So I don't think I need to tell you how much I recommend this figure, because he is superb. Really, really nice. So go out and get him, guys. Again, he is part of the final wave of the vintage collection, so he's not going to be the easiest figure to track down. However, if your local store has this guy, pick him up. You know, pick several of him up, because they're awesome. So there we go. That is the Weequay Skiff Guard. Hope you've enjoyed having a look at this figure, and if I ever pick up another version, which I probably will, and I do get a version of the card back to show you, then I will do. I actually saw one in my local Asda the other day, but I just didn't pick him up because he wasn't on sale, and I already had one, so it wasn't urgent that I picked one up. But there we go. So I want to thank you for watching, guys, and until my next vintage review, stay tuned, keep collecting, and may the force be with you.